Hi, I'm Sam at Stitch and Steel Homestead. I hope you've enjoyed our first two videos about our rabbit colony. Today I'm going to change direction a little bit and talk to you about our flock of egg-laying chickens. Two of the birds that we acquired this summer came to us missing a good deal of the feathers on their back, which happened because they were housed with a bully who picked on them and pulled a lot of their feathers out. Feather picking can happen for a number of reasons. Usually it's things like stress, overcrowding. It can be from a lack of protein, so they're picking and eating the feathers trying to get some extra protein. Sometimes it can just be plain old boredom. So since the chickens have moved here, they've had lots of extra space. All summer we free range, but in the winter they are cooped up inside. But their run is pretty big. We've fed them lots of protein, we've fixed a lot of the issues, and the feather picking has continued. So about a month ago I got the smart idea that I was going to hang a cabbage in their stall, so it's kind of suspended and dangling, and they can pick and peck at it and amuse themselves without picking and pecking on each other. It's been working really well. The girls who had been picked on are not having any more injuries or sore spots. We're not missing any additional feathers, and the wounds are starting to heal. So that's all really great. Except that after feeding them 3 heads of cabbage, this entire barn smells like stinky cabbage farts. So today, we're going to try something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be feeding them a pineapple and half of this melon that my family didn't especially care for the taste of. So I'm going to go get those hung up in the stall, and then we'll see if the chickens take to them. Stay tuned. I've decided there's no good way to hang half a melon, so we're just going to lob it in there and let them go crazy on it. Enjoy, ladies. So what I've done here is I've gone ahead and hung the pineapple up, and I put a big slice on the side just to kind of entice them to come and check it out and see what it's all about. And I'm hoping that that's going to bring their attention in a little bit. For now though, they're more interested in these pieces of melon that I've just tossed on the floor because it's the easy low-hanging fruit. I couldn't think of a good way to hang half a melon, but they'll have some fun just picking at it on the floor, and that'll keep them entertained for this evening. And hopefully beyond that, they'll start to get brave and go discover the pineapple. We recognize that our chickens' lives in the winter looks very different than it does in the summer when they get to free range to their heart's content. Unfortunately, we live in Ontario, Canada with deep snow, and our chickens just are not interested in leaving the barn in the winter. So they get cooped up inside, and it becomes a bit boring for them. So we do our best to give them things that'll give them some new experiences, something to alleviate the boredom, something to play with, something new to discover, at least on a weekly basis. So some of the things we've tried is, like I mentioned, we've hung the cabbages. Now we've got the hanging pineapple. In the fall we give them lots of pumpkins for as long as those last. We'll give them branches with some leaves on it. They don't really eat them, but they'll pick at them and peck at them, and it's just something kind of novel in their enclosure. Sometimes we'll give them just a pan of loose snow, and they like to pick and peck at that. Bits of hay, bits of straw, just really anything that's going to be a bit of a new experience for them and something that's a little different than what they've got day in and day out.